Let's see, social media queen. Social media queen, where are you? There she is.
I'm here.
Hello.
Welcome back.
She's made a huge recovery.
How was Mexico?
She doesn't seem sick at all, does she? It's a huge recovery she's made.
Nice tan. I'm just kidding.
Right.
Thanks.
Anyway, so what's up?
All right, so what do you got on social media for us today, Queenie?
Okay. Michael asked the first question on Facebook, and he asked, what are the 5 main questions I can expect at the interview when I'm married to a U.S. citizen and filed for my adjustment of status?
What is your name? Let me see your valid identification. Where do you live? How did you meet? I mean, there's basic questions that are basically, when did you get married? Those are basically, the first questions that are asked are everything you answered in your application forms. You're going to be asked it orally, okay? So if there is an error on those forms, you better say it in advance. So you better walk in and say, there's an error on the forms before you start asking me, this is the real answer. Fix it before the interview starts. But the first questions you will be asked are, they will go through all your forms with you. Then you got to prove you live together.
Okay. Angola would like to know, my priority date is January 30th of this year. When can I expect an interview date?
She got married? Angola? Is Angola married
No,
to a
I'm giving
citizen?
you.
Where does she live?
Angola, are you married to a citizen?
Or do you live in Angola and waiting a green card there? I don't know. We need a little more info. Next.
Yeah, we need a bit more.
We don't have a lot of information on
Squeeze, can you fill in the blanks on this
I
for me?
can't fill in the blanks, but
You
we need a bit more.
cannot fill in the blanks for me, Squeeze.
No.
Can you assume? Should we assume?
I never assume. I make an ass out of you and me.
Okay, we will not assume.
No.
Squeeze used to assume a lot, and boy, did we look like asses.
Oh, yeah, the lambastic stars.
I'm sorry, Squeeze. I'm sorry. It's early.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's
Okay,
early.
all righty.
I'm sorry.
I'll let you know when my turn.
That was my 1 second. That was my Judge Judy moment where you know how Judge Judy has to insult somebody.
Yeah,
Every day now we're gonna have the Judge Judy moment of the day. All right, I will not do any more insulting. All right. Yes.
Angola is marrying a U.S. citizen.
Angola's married. Is she in Angola or is she in the United States?
Angola, where you living?
All right, next. We'll come back to Angola.
1-800-529-5465. Let's go back to Kim.
Yannick would like to know, what's the first step to take after getting married to a U.S. citizen?
File your adjustment application if you're in the United States. Get the process going. People always think that they have to be married for months and months and months, so that way they can prove it's a real marriage. If it's real, it's real. If it's fake, whether you file the day after or you wait 6 months. So you get married, file, make yourself legal. The last thing you want to do is be here out of status in the age of Donald Trump.
DT.
I whispered it because Squeeze can't stand his name anymore. Like it freaks him out now.
Yeah, he does.
You know, it's like that it's like, in the movie Chucky. You know, when Chucky comes out, nobody wants to, and then you see the movie after, you're like, don't mention that guy Chucky. It scares the hell out of me. It's the same thing with Squeeze. Don't mention that guy DT. It scares the hell out of me.
Did you just compare Donald Trump to Chucky?
I absolutely just compared Donald Trump to Chucky. Let's continue.
I think that's one of the most fantastic comparisons.
Thank you. It is. Yeah.
Sean would like to know, what evidence do you need to prove VAWA?
Proof that you were physically abused or extreme emotional abuse, and that you and your spouse were in a bona fide marriage. So every case is different. Obviously, if you went to the hospital with bruises all over your body, God forbid, and you tell the doctor these bruises are from my spouse who beat the hell out of me, and you have a child together, it's a pretty open and shut case. You got a kid together, proof it's a real marriage, and you're at a hospital with bruises. A lot of times, it's not that straightforward. So every case is a little different, and you would have to meet with an attorney. A lot of times it goes unreported. A lot of times the bruises are on the inside and not the outside. So we don't know. And a lot of times the bruises are emotionally up here. Sometimes people just like to emotionally play with people. And when you get to that level, it could be extreme abuse.
Have you ever
People get off on that.
Have you ever been played with emotionally?
No.
Okay.
No.
No one.
I don't.
Okay, but no one has ever done it to you.
No,
Okay.
not to an extreme level.
Okay. Good.
Yes. People have tried, but have not gotten away with it.
Right. It's good. Why did they just cut her off? 1-800-529-5465. Why is the studio calling us? Maybe we have a problem.
The studio is calling us?
Yes, my studio is
Oh,
calling.
your studio is calling. I don't know.
Is everything okay there? Studio is calling me?
They should be calling the.
Okay, but
They should be calling the studio in there. Why would they be calling?
I don't know why they're calling
talent?
it. Yeah.
All right, let's continue, please.
Okay. Candace would like to know, what are the first sets of papers a person files in order to adjust their status and begin working?
The first set of papers would be an adjustment and a work permit if you're eligible. I-765, I-45, I-130, I assume, if you're getting married.
Okay. Michelle would like to know, how long does it take for a father to file for his 23-year-old son who lives in Trinidad? The father's a citizen and his name is not on the birth certificate.
It's going to take 7 years, and you got to prove not only are you the biological father, so ultimately they're going to make you take a blood test, but you got to prove that you were in the child's life between birth and 18. You financially supported the child. You have visited with the child. You were a decent father. You don't have to be Leave It to Beaver father, but you had to be a decent father.
Got it. Yeah. Luther would like to know, good morning, what is an SD260 number?
What?
SD260.
SD260 is that? I think that's like some oil that you put in your car or something.
That's WD-40.
That's WD-40. I have no idea what SD260 is. Okay, I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe he can.
In what context?
Shed some light on exactly what that is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
1-800-529-5465. Just want to give out that number. It's a very important number. Just to give it out.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Net would like to know, what doc do you need to travel with if your fiance's visa is expired and your adjustment of status is not yet filed?
You don't travel. You sound like you're out of status. Go file an adjustment and get an advance parole.
Princess would like to know.
What am I listening to? Are you listening to a video or somebody talking to you in your ear?
No? I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, I'm hearing.
I'm not hearing anything.
I'm not hearing
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
You hearing
Mysterious sounds from the Pride of Speech.
I had a mysterious sound in my ear that the SD260 has to do with Louisiana taxes. That's well beyond the scope of any knowledge I have.
You're hearing things these days. Man.
Okay.
That's not what we do.
Yeah. Okay.
Princess would like to know, I want to know, if you file for your husband's child, will that child be a citizen under you?
No, you do not gain derivative citizenship through a step-parent relationship.
Okay. Tanisha would like to know, I don't know. Sorry, but I don't know what's going on. Tanisha would like to know, my cousin is having a big problem. She's going to do the removal of conditions and she's having problems putting all the required documents together. Her husband filed taxes and didn't put her on it. He left and she can't get in contact with him.
Maybe there's an abuse case there, but we would have to, some sort of emotional abuse case, extreme emotional abuse, but we would have to sit down with her and figure that one out. If not, she has to find another way. She squeezed. I'm listening to some other volume in my ear. Is your phone on?
No.
Something's on.
Why would it be coming from me?
I don't know where it's coming from, but I'm hearing volume.
I can't send stuff to what's in the studio.
Maybe either that, or maybe I'm literally going crazy. Maybe I'm going crazy and I'm hearing voices in my ear. Are there voices coming on in my head? Like, am I literally going crazy on live?
You are going crazy.
I don't know.
Because it's not coming from me. Okay. My stuff is not plugged into your stuff.
All right, let's continue.
Antoinette would like to know, can someone who's getting married in the U.S. who needs their status adjusted send an invite to their kids in Jamaica to come to a wedding? Is that going to cause a problem to the person in question?
Not a problem, but who knows whether the kids will get the visa or not. As long as you're honest, by all means, go try.
Okay. Somebody also said, Gary said, an SD260 is a data printer. So we've got
someone just
Googled.
The DS260. The DS260 is the immigration forms that you're filing through the National Visa Center.
Not a printer.
Okay. Got it. DS-260. That's the biographic data forms. What is the question now about the DS-260?
Just what is?
It's the biographic data forms that you get from the National Visa Center to start the processing of your visa in another country.
Okay. And we have successfully gone through all of our social media rapid fire.
Thank you very much, social media queen.